The Penn State Nittany Lions. The Penn State Nittany Lions. I know. I was I'm an idiot. Ceiling 12-0. Floor 8-4. Prediction 10-2 for Penn State this year. Wins against West Virginia, Delaware, Illinois, Iowa, Northwestern, UMass, Ohio State, Indiana. I did not mean to put Ohio State. I apologize.
I was about to say that bold.
I was reading that off. I did not mean to put Ohio State. UMass, Indiana, Michigan, Rutgers, Michigan State.
Wait, Michigan?
Wait, let me comprehend this. Yes, Michigan. Sorry. I did mean to put Michigan. I'll explain. My losses are to Ohio State and Maryland. Like I said, I have them winning that game. Toss-ups, Ohio State, Michigan, and Maryland. So my losses, to be clear, Ohio State and Maryland, they beat Michigan. They do not beat Ohio State. They beat Michigan.
I got ceiling 11-1 because you're a great ball club. I think you lose one of those games. Floor 8-4. My prediction, I said 10-2, along with you.
You just call them a ball club?
You're a great ball club. I've got lost to wins against West Virginia, Illinois, Northwestern Maryland, Rutgers, Delaware, Iowa, UMass, Indiana, Michigan State. Losses to OSU and Michigan. Not at all that you are a bad team. I think they are teams that are built to win these type of games. And, it's nothing against Penn State. I think you are a great team, but Drew Allar going into an Ohio State and Michigan game as a freshman, bit shaky, or sophomore. Played a bit freshman year.
Less experienced player,
right.
I guess you could say. Keep in mind there, the Big East is super competitive. We continue to say it. This team could probably go out and compete in a lot of divisions of college football, win a lot of conferences. If you drop them in the Big 12,
don't say that.
They're competing for the title.
Yes, they are.
They're probably the favorite.
SEC West.
That's tough. Them or Alabama, I think. I mean,
or LSU.
Honestly, yeah, or maybe LSU. I think they're a better team than LSU. I think if you put them head up, Penn State wins that game. I think Penn State is a better football team than LSU.
Yes.
Nick Singleton, better player.
We haven't seen Drew Allar.
We haven't seen Drew Allar. I think their wide receivers could probably comparable. I think their offensive line better. I think their linebackers are better. I think their secondary. I won't say linebackers because they Harold Perkins. You can maybe put him as a linebacker, but I think their secondary, Penn State secondary, is the best secondary in college football. Penn State secondary. I don't. I like Jalen King. I like Jalen King. We haven't seen Caleb Downs play. I like Jalen King.
Have you seen Drew Allar?
Jalen Reed, Jalen King, Keaton Ellis, Johnny Dixon. These guys gave up 18 PPG in 2022, Ben. 18 points per game, 10th in college football. Not to mention Abdul Carter, number 11 on the defensive side of the ball. Micah Parsons, number 2. And this kid's a beast, right? 56 tackles. 10.5 TFL, 6.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Like, this guy is going to be flying around. Right. So, like I said, head up, Penn State, better football team than the LSU Tigers. Quote me on that. Offensively, Ben, let's get back to it. Drew Allar waited his turn. And I think the biggest thing about Drew Allar is that he is kind of going to raise this team's ceiling, in my opinion. Sean Clifford, I always say Steve. Sean Clifford maxed out this team's ceiling, right? We saw what Sean Clifford could do. We knew how good Sean Clifford was going to be every year. This team, the expectations are high for Penn State, and they could come out and really make some noise because Drew Allar could be a guy who leads them to the promised land. So I like Drew Allar, Nick Singleton, Katron Allen, 2 guys in the backfield who are going to make a serious impact, not to mention Trey Potts, Minnesota transfer in the backfield. This team is loaded. Too many weapons to talk about on offense because you get 2 transfer wide receivers. Like, this team is crazy good, Ben.
Right, and something that I will mention to say, we have no idea. Drew Allar could come in here and actually help them win games over Ohio State or Michigan.
Sure, yeah.
And so it's something that you just really don't know. And so, like you're saying, I love Nick Singleton. They have a great running back duo with him and Katron Allen.
Yeah.
That is 22 touchdowns combined right there. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And some guy that you haven't brought him up. I know we both wanted to bring him up. Dante Cephas.
I was just about to bring him up, baby. Yeah.
He's a dog. We both love him. And they also brought it back. They brought in Storm Duck in the secondary.
Yeah.
So
Storm Duck.
Secondary
I
that you
forgot
like
to mention Storm Duck. Yeah.
Secondary that you like, they bring in Storm Duck. And so, like I was saying, Drew Allar needs to adjust quick. And because you will have to either beat Ohio State or Michigan. I would say to have a shot at the playoffs.
Yeah.
And so that will be a key piece. And like you were saying.
Sorry.
What?
I was about to say, 12-team playoff, this team's going to be filthy every year. Like, they're consistent next year, but they're going to consistently be in it. Like, consistently.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully.
Dante Cephas.
The division makes it so rough on a team like this.
Dante Cephas,
yeah.
Keandre Lambert-Smith, two guys that are just absolute freaking demons. I saw the ball a ton at Kent State. Dante Cephas did just because they freaking whipped it around.
Colin Schlee.
Yeah, Colin
UCLA,
Schlee,
that guy.
third-string quarterback at UCLA right now,
Give him a second.
unfortunately. And, expectations for this team. You got anything else? Sorry, objections before we get to expectations.
Abdul Carter's a dog.
Abdul Carter is a god. I just said a god. Is a dog. Is a dog. He's not a god. Expectations, okay? Penn State should expect 10 wins. I think you need to expect 10 wins. I think if you drop a third game, a lot of fans and a lot of people in the media are surprised. I think you need to stay 2 or 3 in the Big Ten East. I think if you drop below Maryland, drop below Michigan State, if they have a good year, whatever it is, that's a disappointment. I don't think you should expect a college football playoff. I don't think you should expect 11, 12 wins. It's not out of the scenario. They could go in there. They could shock a lot of people and make it happen. Set these sophomores, these younger guys, Drew Aller, Nick Singleton, these returning players up for success in 2024. Like I said, 12-team playoff is only their friend. So I like Penn State, like what they got. Ben, anything else on PSU before we get to the number 2 team of the Big Ten East?
Right, and it's something I know you want to win this year because it is a good year and you have a great lineup.
Yeah,
or a great team.
This ball club's got a great team.
But also, you are setting yourself up very well for the future.
I agree,
and that's something for a 12-team playoff. You have all the talent you need to make a 12-team playoff and make a run. And so, really, just show that connection between Drew Aller, Nick Singleton, and all those guys just playing well together. And that's something I would love to see as a Penn State.